Hello and welcome to the 2009 Magic the Gathering World Championships. I'm here with Randy Buehler. I'm Randy Buehler here with Brian David Marshall, and we are ready for the finals. Andre Coimbra from Portugal on the left of your screen. David Reitbauer from Austria on the left. Reitbauer is playing Jund. Jund has been the dominant deck in Standard. It's been the defining deck. It's the deck with the target on its forehead, and it's been winning despite all of that. But Andre Coimbra comes armed with Naya Lightsaber, a Mike Flores design specifically targeting Jund. How's this going to play out, Brian?
I think Andre's going to win. Mike, I've been texting with Mike.
Back and forth, sure.
Back and forth. He said that Andre wins most of the games that don't see multiple Blightnings. Seems like a kind of a typically broad statement from Mike. As long as Reitbauer's deck doesn't do what it designed to do, Blightning you and cascade into Blightnings.
Sure.
But the Ranger of Eos really does have an ability to mitigate the Blightnings.
Yeah, we've definitely seen a lot of players sort of looking toward the white cards as the way to thwart Jund. Ranger of Eos gives you a lot of card advantage. Gives you the mid-game that you need to kind of refill your hand after a Blightning. You've got a lot of good utility cards in white as well, like Path to Exile, Oblivion Ring. Even Brave the Elements has been having a good weekend, although it's not in Coimbra's deck. Pretty slow start for both players. Oran Reef followed by a Forest for Coimbra, and Reitbauer played 3 different Savage lands, so all of his lands comes into play tap tri-lands. And now here we see Garruk as his turn 4 play. First spell of the match. How good is Garruk in this matchup?
Seems like it should be terrific if he can get out ahead of... I mean, it doesn't seem that great here. He's probably just going to make a 3/3 just to get some creatures on the board.
Makes
Seems
sense.
Fine.
Yeah. Since it sets him up for Broodmate next turn, though. Yeah.
You can use my counters if you want.
Yeah, there's a 3/3. Or there's some loyalty counters. There's a 3/3. Lightning Bolt takes care of the 3/3.
You're as worried about the 3/3 as you are about Garruk? Oh, but I guess he's got Bloodbraid Elf here.
Yeah, that works out. There's Bloodbraid. It's usually the Jund player's trick.
Oh,
Bloodbraid into Thoktar.
That's about
Wow.
as good as it gets.
That is about as good as it gets. So Bloodbraid takes out Garruk and delivers a 5/4 attacker onto the board.
Andre's hand is looking pretty busty here.
Yeah, Andre's got a Ranger to potentially refill or / reload. He's got a Baneslayer as a nice potential threat.
He's got a Bolt for this Master of the Wild Hunt that I think is going to see play. Or is it going to be a Bloodbraid Elf into Blightning?
Yeah, Reitbauer's got Bloodbraid Elf. I think I saw Maelstrom Pulse, Broodmate, Terminate. What do you play here if you're Reitbauer?
Terminate the Woolly Thoktar?
Bloodbraid.
Hope I hit a removal spell off a Bloodbraid Elf. I don't.
Putrid Leech.
Putrid Leech, which seems fine.
Yeah, totally reasonable. No 5th land for Reitbauer. He was really looking forward to having Garruk around, untapping 2 lands, I think. Yeah, Bloodbraid, Terminate, Bolt.
Attack with both
Master.
here, and then when he pumps Putrid Leech.
Oh, bolts it out from under it? Yeah, we see Bolt, Baneslayer, lands, and a Ranger for Andre Coimbra. Seems like attack, Bolt the Putrid Leech out from under its pump effect, right?
Yeah.
Although that does take Baneslayer out of play.
Yep. Yeah, which is what he's going to do.
Yeah, but he could have gone Bolt Ranger?
Yeah.
Interesting. He goes Baneslayer instead of Bolt Ranger. feel like Mike Flores is our third booth member. Your phone keeps vibrating. I'm sure
He's
it's
pretty
Mike
excited.
texting in.
So the funny thing about this deck is Mike and I were doing a podcast for Top 8 Magic, and we were doing just playtesting some random standard matches.
Okay.
And interestingly,
Second Garrett for right power, by the way.
we were testing Evan Irwin's Conqueror's Pledge deck.
Okay. Oh, and there's the Terminate for Baneslayer.
Yep. And Mike, out of that playtest session, and Andre Coimbra's need for a deck for Worlds, which we were talking about,
Okay.
Mike ended up coming up with Naya Lightsaber.
Wow. That's a pretty good turn for right power. Garrick off the top.
Yeah, I mean, this really you just see the
Gets to Terminate.
explosiveness again, a term we used when we were talking about some of Bram's draws. But I mean, this is really the explosive deck, right?
All right, so what's the play for Coimbra? It's got to be
I
attack
think
with
we're
bolt
back to
backup,
the,
right?
We're back to the same plan from last turn, right? Yep. Just trying to decide if Wooly Thoctor's going at Garrick.
They both attack our
Yeah, right power wants Putrid Leech to trade with Thoktar, but it's not going to happen.
So it was 2 got 17.
Instead, Putrid Leech trades for Lightning Bolt, with right power losing 2 life on the deal, and the Bloodbraids run into each other. Coimbra down with the last creature standing. And presumably, he Rangers here?
He's going to
I'll
Ranger,
play
Orin refit.
this. I'll just get the creature.
No, he can't Orin
No, he can't run It's not
Yeah.
green.
He's going to
And
get a Thoctar and another Thoctar, play the Thoctar.
Nakatl. Nakatl and
No,
Scoot
no,
Mob.
sorry, yeah,
Yep. Get the one Scoot Mob. That seems better. And then which one? You play the Scoot Mob here,
I guess
right?
he plays the Scoop Mob.
Yep, there's the Scoot Mob.
Go.
Kill it now or forever hold your peace.
It seems like right power has several ways to potentially kill it. Many, many ways, yes. Burst Lightning can only do it right now, but the Terminate the Maelstrom Pulse will work whenever. He's got Bloodbraid. Does have Master of the Hunt. Seems like Bloodbraid here. See what happens. And then Garrett can
Nothing
untap
bad can
lands for a
happen.
Burst Lightning. Right, everything is good, right? The Blightnings are good. Creature removal spells are good. Creatures are good. Looks like right power agrees with us. Yeah, I think you need to know. I think you want to Bloodbraid and find out what happens.
Now he's considering just terminating. And then
He can still
Like-
terminate. He's at Garrick. Yeah, right power definitely has a lot of options here. I mean, Burst Lightning plus Maelstrom Pulse is not a crazy turn, and make a 3/3, I guess. Doesn't seem crazy. But I would Bloodbraid. What
Just
would you do?
see what happens. And kill everything.
Kill everything? But I mean,
Yeah.
that might happen with Bloodbraid.
There you go.
All right, right power
power
plays
agrees.
Bloodbraid Elf.
Yep.
Cascades into Broodmate, no. Other Broodmate, Blightning. All right, so 3 damage and land and Nakatl go away.
Last 2 cards in his hand.
No, he's got 1 left. I believe Coimbra's got 1 card left. Right, now what? Now I think you untap lands with Garrick.
Terminate. Untap and have the ability to terminate.
Terminate, or do you want to use your Burst Lightning while you still can?
Oh, actually, he really wants to get rid of that Scoop Mob. Huh?
Feels a little less efficient somehow to use the Burst Lightning, but Yep, untap 2 land.
Yep.
Burst
Bye-bye,
lightning the
Scoop
Scoot Mob. I like it. Garrick was so huge. It's just the lands. I mean, that's all. Right Power just needs mana. He's got such powerful spells. Coimbra did have a Ranger, but it feels like he's kind of running out of gas here. They attacking Garrick
Me?
or Coimbra?
Coach in hand.
I mean, or Right Power. Yeah, Bloodbraid trades. Looks like, yeah, Right Power goes to 12. Coimbra said Coimbra's ignoring Garrick. Another Ranger. That's good. Nakatl.
Yeah. Play them both. Or play one. Make it a
Play
4/4.
one, make it a 4/4. I would play both.
Oh, play both. Make
Oh,
them both
play both
4/4s.
and play them both 4/4. Yeah.
Much better.
That is pretty awesome. Pair of 4/4s. I think about that one card just turned into 2 4/4s and a 3/2.
Yeah.
Such a good card. Now, we know there's a Maelstrom Pulse hiding in David Reitbauer's hand. Drew a land. So terminate Maelstrom Pulse and Master of the Hunt. And if he uses Garrick to untap lands, he's got 7 mana. Sounds like Pulse plus Master.
I think he might actually go Pulse, Terminate, and make a guy. And then that
that's
guy
not
can
bad.
trade with the Ranger of Eos.
Sure. Yeah, I like your play.
Right, he's got an extra counter on the Garrick right now.
Uh-huh. Oh, the land comes into play tapped.
No, he did it right. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. It's the black-red M10
Does
land,
not
but he
have
only has a
Small Bore
forest.
Mountain.
So it comes into play tapped. So he's got 6 mana, which makes your play even better. Like, my play's not even possible. Right, so Maelstrom Pulse kills both Nakatls. Garrick untaps 2 land,
Cool.
terminate Thoktar. Bloodbraid off the top. Wow. Oh, he flips Path to Exile. That's too bad. That does nothing here.
One.
Wow. That was a great card off the top of Andre Coimbra's library, but not the cascade effect he was looking for. Still, 3-power haste is not irrelevant here.
He can finish off Garrick.
How many counters on Garrick? 6 counters on
Yep.
Garrick.
See.
Yep. And Orin Reef's up to a 4/3. Is that a second Maelstrom Pulse off the top? All right. Master, Coimbra would like to deal with that before it gets out of hand. It's like, where's the Path to Exile now? It used to be on top of his library, but no, not anymore. All right, 4/3 and a 3/2 attacking. Right Bauer's on 12. Seems like he takes it.
Wow.
Whoa! Another Ranger. He's out of attackers, though, right? This is just going to get Hierarchs? Oh, but the Hierarchs get pumped up by the Orin Reef.
Yep. Yeah,
One
more
Nakatl left. Yep. Nakatl and Hierarch. That'll be a 4/4 Nakatl. Crazy.
Sorry, I flipped the card.
Is Andre actually going to win this game?
But as I know you did this.
I think so.
Sorry for flipping the card.
I believe Right Bauer's last card's a Maelstrom Pulse, so that'll nail the Rangers. But
He'll be
4
able
power,
to
4 power, 1 power.
kill the Noble Hierarch with his Wolf token
Okay.
without it killing back.
It seems like he's going to have to block with Master. Draws, was that land? Yeah, Orin Reef. So here's Maelstrom Pulse. That'll nail 2 Rangers. Both players empty-handed, is that right? No cards in anybody's hand. Playing off the top. Top of Coimbra's deck has loved him so far, that's for sure. What's it got for him now?
Yep.
Both players playing very, very tight up on the red zone.
All right, what happens with this board? Does Coimbra attack from here? He's got a 4-4 and a 4-3.
I think he has to.
He's got the Hierarch, which can just get blocked and killed. Or it can get mastered. He can potentially attack with just one, and then it would be lethal. And because the Exalted. Like, if he can attack with a 5-5 Nakatl.
Right. Which he can't kill with the Wolf.
Right. I mean, Reitbauer can double block it, is I think
Sure.
the only way he can kill it.
And he can do that every turn. I mean, he can block with the Wolf every turn if he really wants
Oh, that's
to.
true. So he decides for Bloodbraid and Nakatl. So a 4-4 and a 4-3. All right, now you're David Reitbauer. How do you block?
I think you have to block both here, and you have to use your Wolf on to kill the...
If you
Or
block
he's
both,
just-
you're trading your master.
He's just going to...
He's willing to go down to 1.
and not kill anything.
Wow, goes down to 1 and doesn't kill
He
anything.
could have killed the Nakatl there.
How?
Oh, there's a
Baneslayer off the top. What a series of top decks from Andre Coimbra. Thought the Jund player had this, but no, sir. Andre Coimbra takes game number 1.
How many blood red
Naya
did you
Lightsaber
How many
slays the
blood red
Jund
did you
Menace. Up a game, only got to do 2 more.
He ran a triple decker there.
That was Ranger off the top, Baneslayer. No, Ranger, Bloodbraid, Baneslayer.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, that game turned into a blowout at the end. I thought Reitbauer was in good shape, but there are a lot of good cards to draw for Coimbra.
Apparently,
Pretty much everything but a land is great there, right?
Yeah. Apparently, Andre is taking lightning bolts out on the draw.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
The lightning bolts mitigate. I don't know. That's what Mike said.
I put the over-under on the explanation being texted to your phone at 30 seconds.
I'm sorry. He's actually taking the bolts out on the play. He's leaving them in on the draw.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That makes more sense.
He is bringing in great stable sags, which Mike say are just amazing in this matchup.
Sure. Yeah, Coimbra's sideboard, he has access to 4 Celestial Purge. Those seem awesome.
Right.
He has access to 2 Burst Lightnings, 4 Great Sable Stags, which also seem very good.
The Goblin
Rune Blaster's good,
are
right?
Terrific, yes.
But what does he take out? Like, his deck looks pretty good there. What cards? I mean, the sideboard is loaded with amazing anti-Jund cards. I just don't know what he takes out. I mean, is Baneslayer bad in this matchup? Is that possible?
It is possible, but it seems unlikely.
I mean, it's such an amazing card, but it doesn't have any kind of protection abilities, right?
Maybe the Ajani Vengeance are too slow on the draw. Take out some Ajani Vengeance.
Maybe the Lightning Bolts are bad.
Yep.
Reitbauer, on the other hand, his sideboard is 3 Great Sable Stag, 2 Jund Charm, 2 Thought Hemorrhage, the 4th Maelstrom Pulse, 4 Ruin Blasters, 3 Duress.
And the Rune Blasters don't seem very good here.
I'm not sure any of that is any good.
The Maelstrom Pulse seems...
Probably do want the 4th Maelstrom Pulse. I'll buy
The
that.
deck's always just dumping, multiples of the
Right,
same
but
creature out.
Sable Stag doesn't do anything, Jund Charm doesn't do anything, Ruin Blaster doesn't do anything. I don't think Duress does anything. It's all
Guess you could-
creature threats.
Yeah, I don't think you want to Thought Hemorrhage.
But it's not like his main deck has bad cards,
Yeah.
right? I mean, this basic Jund list is fine. It's good. Here you get a good look at Andre Coimbra. He's 23. He's from Portugal. 5 GP top 8s and now 2 Pro Tour top 8s.
Be voting for the Hall of Fame next year.
Yeah, he
Crosses
will.
the 100-point threshold.
Good player, been on the Sunday stage at Worlds before, would like to finish the deal this time, and he's up a game, so looking good so far. Across the table from him, we have David Reitbauer. The 27-year-old is from Vienna, Austria. He's been on the Austrian team that was runner-up a couple of years ago to the Swiss, so he's also a veteran of the Sunday stage at Worlds. First individual top 8 here, and would love to finish the deal. Good player with a good deck. We shall see.
We're going to see if we can try to find out how these guys are sideboarded while they shuffle up.
Andre has put... Oh, interesting. So Coimbra's sideboard plan is to take out the Rangers. He's taken out the Rangers. He's taken out Path to Exile, and he's taken out Wild Mikado.
Basically, the point was when
And
you
that's
drop
in
deck
order to
the
put in the
Bloodbraid
Sable
Elves
Stags
into
and the
my
Ruin
garden.
Blasters.
If you draw a normal spell and the Garab
So-
stays alive, I can come back into the game.
I could have a lightning bolt or Argent with the
Reitbauer has brought in Jund Charm? Really? What does that do?
I guess it makes his guys bigger.
I mean, there aren't that many things to kill with the 2 damage.
Sweeps a team of Noble Hierarchs.
Rangers, right? Maybe.
Sweeps the Rangers, yeah.
Interesting. So I was wondering how Coimbra was going to make room for all the awesome Jund cards in the sideboard. It seemed like Ranger was good in this matchup, right? It's your Lightning defense. But what he's done is he's taken out the Rangers. Now he's got essentially threats. Like instead of having... I mean, the Ruin Blaster seems very good. The Sable Stag is really hard for Reitbauer to deal with. But it feels to me like Coimbra's deck might be a little vulnerable to Blightning now.
Right, I agree.
I mean, he's on the draw, so those Blightnings are going to come out long before the Ruin Blasters can cause any problems.
And he hasn't brought in the Celestial Purges.
Oh, really?
Is that what that's what it sounds like? We're going to check on that.
Yeah. I mean, Celestial
I
Purge
assume he has
is
to.
made
Well, it looks
for
like
this
he took out-
matchup.
He looks like he took out Nakano,
He took out a
Ranger,
Knot.
and Path, so it sounds like...
That's 12 cards.
That's
Yeah,
12
I think
cards, so
I
that's
think the
12 cards,
Purges.
and he probably did bring in the Purge.
Yeah, the Purges are in, of course. So,
What again?
Yeah, I'm mulligan.
oh, a Johnny Vengeant went in as well. So, 13 card sideboard swap.
Wow.
Scoot Mob out. All 4.
Brings out the whole-
he
the
brought
whole
out
Ranger
the whole
package.
Ranger package. He took out the Scoot Mob, took out all 4 of the Nicodles, took out the Path to Exiles. Instead, he's got Celestial Purge, Great Sable Stag, and Goblin Ruin Blaster. And a random extra Ajani. So, capable of attacking the mana base. Certainly saw that over in the team finals as well, where Spreading Seas were very effective at...
Well, I mean, you just look at that first game where on the first 3 turns of the game, Reitbauer is Savage Land, Savage Land, Savage Land.
Yep.
You know, if you were able to, you know, if you had Noble Hierarch draw on your turn 3, play a kicked Ruin Blaster, you know, that's going to be pretty good there.
True. So a lot of people have been sending comments in on the Twitter line. Feel free to text us on Magic Pro Tour on Twitter. Let us know who you think's going to win this. Who's got the edge here? Meanwhile, definitely want to send a shout out to some of the